welcome to my channel. In today's DIY tutorials, I'm going to teach you how to make your trending fans for your cake decorations. Okay, and we just have few materials to do this. It's not a big deal. All you need is a craft paper. Okay, what I'm going to use for this project is a mirror card. Okay, it's actually bigger than this. It's about 20-inch wide. Okay, so it's big. With one of that sheet you can get like 10 fans, depends on the size of fan you are making. And you also need a metal rule. Okay, whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be a metal rule. Okay, but you need a ruler, you need a pair of scissors, you need some skewer sticks, you need a glue, and then a pencil. That's all you need for this. Stay with me. We are making a small size fan, and this is a card I have already used, but this is still useful because I'm making a small fan out of it. So I would want to ensure that all the sides are equal. As you can see, it's not perfectly cut, so I can see some sides are longer. So I'm just going to use my pencil to make a faint line, all right? Just to ensure that I have all my sides equal. So if you have a full card that you want to work with, then you will need to determine the size of fan you want to make. The size of fan you want to make will determine the size of card to work with. I'm making a small fan with this. So I'm cutting the last side. Now this looks equal. I'm going to check the sides, take the measurement of the sides, okay? From this end to this end is about 7 inch, although it's not up to 7, but I'm going to just round it up to 7. And then this side is also 7, okay? So I have all my sides equal. So now what I'm going to do depends on the shape of the fan I'm creating. I'm going to turn my fan in a triangular form, my card in a triangular form, this way, because I want to roll across one end to the other, creating a triangle. Okay? Can you see this now? You can see the line. So I have 2 triangles on this card. And then I'm just going to cut through. Make sure you cut across neatly. You don't want to have rough sides. Now, this is the side we are working with. This is going to be our back. And the good thing with this card is it has 2 faces. The mirror face, that's the glossy part, and the plain sides. But we are using this shiny golden surface, and I want you to also know that you have these cards in different colors, so it depends on what you're working with or what color you intend to achieve. Okay, so now before we begin folding, I'm going to draw a thin line, a faint line across my triangle. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing this is I don't want one side to be bigger than the other side. Now, having done this, I know that I'm going to have the same fold on both sides. I'm going to deliberately ensure that the folds on one side is the same with the fold on the other side, so that at the end I have a central point. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. If for the purpose of accuracy, I may just want to mark out the inches I want my each fold to have. Okay, if you have all the time, that will give you a perfect fold and a consistent fold. Okay, so if I'm taking 1 inch, half inch apart, I will do the same on this side. That way I'm sure that I'm going to have the same fold on both sides. So for the distance between each fold, I'm just going to mark out 1/4 inch. Okay, 1/4 inch with this rule is actually big for this. you may need to use a smaller ruler, okay, for this. So I'm just going to mark out 1/4 inch, and I'm going to do same all through. My lines are marked out on one side, on the right side, so I'm going to do the same on the left side. Remember, we are taking 1/2 inch apart. We have marked all our space, so we're going to take it down. The reason why you're doing this is you don't want to start struggling with where to fold, okay? Okay, you can see the lines. You can see the lines, okay? You can see how we have marked the lines and then just flowing from the top to the bottom. We are going to repeat the same process on this side. It is after we have done all of this that we'll start bending or folding. When you finish doing this, you certainly have pencil lines all over your paper. You certainly have pencil lines all over your paper. You don't want to leave this. You're going to erase all of this when you have finished creating your fold. So I have my rule here, so I'm going to just bend, press down, okay? That's my first fold. The second, so it makes it easy when you have your lines neatly marked out and then you have your metal rule, okay? So with this, we are going to do this all through. This will help us know where to bend, to fold, okay? Now, if you don't have this, you may just be struggling because you need to do back and forth folding. And you know you don't have lines here. So this fold automatically helps you know where to fold. So we're going to finish up with this and do the same on the other side. When you have a metal rule, it speeds up the process. You just press it down and then you push your card on, press your card on it, and that's all. It's quite easy and fast. So I have finished the folds on this side. You can see it from this side. Can you see it now? Hope it's obvious. I hope you can see this. You can see the prints on it. Can you see that? Okay. Now, you're going to repeat the same process on the left side. Can you see? We have created the marks on it, as you can see. So right away, we're going to start folding. And I'm going to start from the middle. I want to have a centralized middle for my project. I don't want the center to shift to one side. So I'm going to start folding from there. I'm going to fold the middle first. Then I'll come to the edge of one side. I press down. The next one goes in. The next one comes out. So because of what we had done, it's a lot easy to do this, isn't it? If we had not done this, you can imagine the stress of moving up and down to ensure that you have that fold nicely pressed down. So with this, we are going to just keep folding back and forth. I'm using a lot of, not so much pressure because we had already marked it with our metal rule. So it's just flowing easily. This is not a big fan. If you're working with if you're working on a big group project, you will need to be a lot patient and careful so that you can have good grip and control of the paper you're working with. This paper is about 400 and 250 grammage thick, so it's not a light card, okay? It's not a light card. We are getting to the end. The last fold. Yeah, I'm going to press all together. You can see we already have a beautiful fan. You can actually leave it this narrow. You could leave it this narrow, but if you want it open, all you need to do is to pull it out, okay? This is our fan. Remember, it's not a big fan, so the bigger my card, the bigger my fan. Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you all see this now? Right. Now we have finished folding. So we are going to use one of these cuts, like half inch wide. This is so long. To tape round to hold our fan together. Can you see that? So you can use top bond or a strong glue for this. Something that you're sure can hold it together. Alright? So I'm going to put this together like this. Can you see it? Like this. So we have neat finishing at the bottom. Can you see that? Can you see that? We have a neat finishing at the bottom. So I'm going to cut the excess out and allow it to dry properly. Now, the stronger your glue, the better, okay? So this will take a bit a while to dry up. So we're going to just keep this aside. This is our finished project, and you can see it looks like a feather. So beautiful. Now, to stand it on your cake, all you need is a skewer stick. This is what will help you stick it into your cake, alright? So you're going to use a glue. Make sure it doesn't get to the part that is going into your cake. And then behind, just sometimes I like to put it before I put my. This is our finished project, and you can see it looks like a feather. So beautiful. Now, to stand it on your cake, all you need is a skewer stick. This is what will help you stick it into your cake, alright? So you're going to use a glue. Make sure it doesn't get to the part that is going into your cake. And then behind, you just, sometimes I like to put it before I put my paper. I put it in between, okay? In between, and then I seal together. Can you see that? You put it in between and then you seal together. So you're going to have it like this. Can you see this? So this is ready. I have one that I have worked on. This is a bit big. This is a bigger one. Alright. This is a bigger fan. Yeah, this is a bigger fan. So they come in different sizes. As you can see, we have a big size and a small size. It's gorgeous, it's elegant. And you may just want to texture your fan. You may want to just add some effect to it. So I'm just going to cut through to give it a kind of palm tree effect. Palm leaf effect. So I'm going to cut through, not in a particular form anyway. Can you see? We are changing the look of this already. Can you see? Can you see the way it's looking now? Yeah. We're going to do this as much of it as much as we want. So you can see the effect that this has now, alright? We can do the same on this side too. So I'm still going to include the list of materials in our description box so that you can easily source for them. But these are materials that are available in stationery shops or art stores, okay? And if you can't get it, let me know so that I can help you get it if you're in Port Harcourt. And if you're outside Port Harcourt, I may also direct you to where you can easily get such materials. So we are ready. Our two fans are here with us, and one is a small one, this is a big one, and we have also created extra effect on this by cutting through into each of the folds. There's no particular format for this, just do it as you want, but at the end you get this kind of look. Hope you enjoyed this class, and I hope to see your project soon. Thanks for watching.